Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day out there. Thank you so much for joining me for more Parcel Simulator. Today we're going to try to buy tier 5 of the warehouse, and I think we're going to try to upgrade a few items and just keep going towards our main objective, which is to have a completely automated warehouse at some point. So if you like the channel and like what I do, please like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. It does help me out quite a bit. So thank you again, and let's get started. I look way more organized than I did in the last video. I'll have to say that right now. Let's just go ahead and start our day. I'm going to continue to have these giant boxes or giant piles of boxes. I don't know, I just find this much easier to deal with at the end of the day rather than, you know, just dealing with each parcel as they come in. All right, we have reached the end of the day. It is 5 o'clock and we have 2 piles of boxes ready to go and get processed via our little conveyor system we have set up thus far. I'm gonna go ahead and start sorting these packages and hopefully making some sense of things. I did have a few mistakes. Incorrect inspection sticker, invalid approval. Wait, was incorrect inspection sticker, invalid approval. Those might have been from the other day as well, but still, mistakes are mistakes. They're gonna happen. Like I said, I'd love to see a perfect game from somebody. That would be pretty awesome. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of these piles and get to sorting. One thing I like to do is kind of do a quick check before I put them on the conveyor and see which ones are invalid already just by country, or they have the weird invalid, you know, there's like a missing number in the scanner or there's a letter in the scanner. And that way I quickly know if they're declined already. As you can see, as I'm sorting these boxes, our conveyor system is a little backed up because these cannot go through. But I have this pallet here that I can add them to kind of keep things clear and moving along. Doing this while unloading trucks for me is problematic. That's why I prefer to do it this way. Brief check-in. I already got 1 pile sorted. I'm working on pile number 2 and just trying to keep things clear and moving on my conveyor. And I have this denial pallet over here for anything that comes out of the deny chutes. And I'm taking the ones we have to open over to my table so I can open them later. Here's another gotcha one. If you look at this flag, it shows it's supposed to go to Brana. And if you look at their flag, there's a star in the middle, no star in the middle. Very close, but no cigar. And I think these are what gets me most of the time. We've made it through 2 large pallets now, one full of denials, one full of approvals. I've sent a couple of approval trucks already via the truck and train chute, and quite a few of the invalids through already. It seems like I get a ton of invalids. I don't know if that's meant to be, but it seems like every time I do trucks, I get a bunch of denial parcels. So we're gonna go over now and open up these guys. It's good, it's good. Just a bunch of food items. Just looking for prohibited items, which are you know, knives, cash, gasoline, batteries, that kind of thing. Like here, cash, denied. This will be a denied parcel. That over. More food. Seems like a bunch of people send food. I get it. I mean, when I was in college, I always got food sent to me by family, so I'm gonna pretend that's what this is. These other 2 that we opened were okay, but when you look, that is not the right flag for the country, and this one has a C in the serial number, so we will be denying these, even though we did open. Okay, we've gotten to the end of everything, including those parcels we had to open and check. So we don't have anything left over. Anything that was maritime or air got plopped up here. And I even loaded these trucks, even though we can't send them out yet. At least they're loaded and I have extra space then for things. Let's go ahead and buy that 5th tier of warehouse. 1,900 bucks. We had 25,000 though, we're good. We unlocked a new machine and another type of desk. I believe this means we can upgrade our machines. I'm so excited. Yes, this upgrade is $2,000 and the speed is worth it. This one is $5,000. See why I was hoarding money? These upgrades are not inexpensive, but the time it takes for the parcels to be checked to reduce that is really good. We're going to do that. And then we're also going to upgrade as many of these conveyors as we can. It's 50 bucks to upgrade. I like how they change color as well, so you know that they're upgraded. These little blue streaks, very helpful. I've upgraded everything. You can see all the pretty light blue color on top of them showing that they are upgraded. Can't upgrade again until warehouse tier 10. That's helpful. However, we've got a new thing in the mix, and that is a new machine. We now have access to the country scanner. So I'm gonna have to add this into the mix somehow. I'm gonna buy this right away. All right. And I'm going to upgrade it immediately. See why I hoarded so much money? I upgraded everything and now I'm down to $2,000. So now I have to shuffle this into the mix. I almost want to take the sticker checker out and put in this one. However, I don't really use the sticker checker. Like it's the first thing that everything like goes into. I almost think I can make another row. There, I think I got it, at least for the time being. So I don't have anything right here. I don't really use the sticker checker. I guess it doesn't, like I just don't throw parcels in there because my conveyors get, as you saw in the last little piece, they get kind of, you know, convoluted and I have to keep clearing stuff manually. So therefore I don't really use this. So I'm not really concerned about it. I can just throw the invalids here and they'll eventually get to the correct chute. Now, I added in the country one. So the next one is the serial number. We've had this one before, but I just have this little kind of like round system where the package will come out. It goes around this little thing. It connects to this joiner that goes into then this one. And if it's valid, it continues on its way as normal. And if it's invalid, it pops out here. So I think this would work for the time being. Everything's upgraded. And I think that's pretty darn good for right now. It'll be fun to test it and see if this actually works. So we'll do that in the next video. Thank you so much for joining me. Have yourself a great rest of the day. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.